Hey, peace, one love. Man, I'm just reminiscing, man. Thinking about this really how I got my empathy and my understanding by coming from where I come from and knowing the condition and the state of mentality of those of where I grew up from. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, homies wouldn't really want to come through unless there was something to smoke involved, you know, or something that was really a distraction, really unhealthy, an unhealthy energy exchange. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we probably link up for music. That was probably the best thing, but the music was about doing some toxic shit too. You know what I'm saying? And just looking back, it was nothing but like come outside, man, smoke a blunt, let me get a cigarette, you know, talking shit, play basketball, you know, but I mean, it was, you know, it was never any, none of us were raised to think of healthiness, you know, doing healthy, positive things. None of that was on our minds, including mine too. You know, I was the same way. Like, hey man, let's smoke a sweet, or let's go, you know what I'm saying? So I want to help shift that paradigm of the youth, like how I was and how those from my hood were, like, growing up. Man, what's up, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Let's smoke a sweet, a cigarette, or whatever. And, you know, that was always the first. That was the way of saying, all right, let's link up outside. And to me, that's wrong. It shouldn't be that way. You know, I just want things to change. You know, so we could engage in healthier, more positive energy, and not glorify and be addicted to this path of toxic behavior and just self-destruction. I don't wanna see it, cause I've been through it. You know, that shit'll turn you into an energy vampire to yourself and to your peers. And it's whack, man. It really is. That's why I feel so lifted that I grew from out of there. When I say out of there, I mean that mentality of thinking. And I've elevated my thoughts to not be that way anymore. You know, there's still our love for those that I grew up with. We all just, you know, went our paths and however we chose to go about life. But me personally, I chose to, you know, stronger, healthier, more balanced mind, body, and spirit. And everyday self-improvement. Because nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? We can strive for perfection, but it's always room for improvement. So, man, I just wanted to say that me knowing how things are, how they were in my hood, I know that mirrors how things are in a lot of other hoods all around the map. And we need a massive paradigm shift. We need a change. Like Pac said, we need to change the way we eat, how we think, how we live. We need more changes, man, for real. So, shit, vibe with me, man. Let's build. Let's figure out a way how we could change. But I know for a fact it all starts with self, though. Can't face nobody else until you face yourself. So we gotta look within, man. We gotta do that reflection process and get it right within. And you know, we need to figure out how we could stop having so much drama and shit leads to nobody trusts each other, because everybody is so scandalous nowadays. Everybody be on some bullshit. I was too, and I say everybody, I'm including how I was too. You know, but I've grown up from that. I grew, I rose through all that. So I ain't on that. I never really was. I always try to keep it real, but I mean, shit. Just in general, how I've seen things, from experiences that others that I know went through. We need to clean it up, man. We really need a clean house. I swear we do. And I got some ideas of what would help, a real healthy way to go about it. But it's gonna take people. I start, from small, from within. It ain't really small because I'm micro, but I'm also macro. But I start with myself and illuminate from within of how I feel like we should be. But like-minded individuals, that's also about cleaning house with nature. We gotta lock arms, we gotta link up, put all the division and all the distractions and the bullshit to the side and focus on the common thing that we all gotta live on this planet we on. You know what I'm saying? And if we destroy the trees and have the air unbreathable and shit, I don't give a damn how much melanin you got. We all gonna be out of there. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get it right, man. We gotta stop falling into these traps and these okie dokes and these division tactics and the propaganda, and stop focusing our energy on the bullshit like how I used to back in Fondren Park. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say. The name of this video is We Gotta Get It Right. Straight up, we gotta get it right. So yeah, y'all have a great one, man. Peace, love, prosperity, positive energy, you know what I'm saying? Progression. Let's get it. One love. Cheers.